Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because today we're diving into something that could seriously transform your portfolio. We're talking about the aerospace and defense sector, an industry that's absolutely exploding right now with innovation, government contracts, and technological breakthroughs that sound like they came straight out of a science fiction movie. But here's the thing that most investors are missing. While everyone's chasing the big names trading at hundreds of dollars per share, there's a hidden tier of opportunities trading under $2 that are positioning themselves to capture massive market share in this multi-billion-dollar industry. These aren't your typical penny stocks that you'd be nervous about. These are companies with real products, actual revenue streams, and partnerships with major players that validate their technology. So if you've been looking for that perfect combination of affordability and explosive growth potential in one of the hottest sectors of our economy, you're going to want to stick around for every second of this video, because what I'm about to share could be the research you've been searching for. Now, before we dive into these specific opportunities, let's talk about why the aerospace and defense industry is absolutely on fire right now. We're living in a time where governments around the world are increasing their defense budgets at rates we haven't seen in decades. Geopolitical tensions are driving demand for advanced military technology, and at the same time, the commercial aviation sector is undergoing its biggest transformation since the jet engine was invented. We're talking about electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, advanced weaponry systems, and unmanned aerial vehicles that are reshaping everything we thought we knew about flight and defense. The global aerospace and defense market is projected to reach over $900 billion in the next few years, and the companies that can innovate and adapt quickly are the ones that stand to gain the most. This is where smaller, agile companies come into play. They can pivot faster than the giants, they can take risks on revolutionary technology, and when they succeed, the returns for early investors can be absolutely astronomical. Let's talk about our first opportunity, and this one is particularly exciting because it operates in a space that combines traditional manufacturing with cutting-edge innovation. Ammo Incorporated, trading under the ticker POWW, is revolutionizing the ammunition and munitions industry. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ammunition might not sound as sexy as flying cars or drone technology, but stay with me, because the numbers tell an incredible story. This company isn't just making bullets. They're reimagining the entire supply chain and product development process for ammunition. They've developed proprietary technology that makes their products more accurate, more reliable, and more efficient than traditional ammunition. What really sets them apart is their vertically integrated business model, which means they control everything from raw materials to final product delivery. This gives them massive advantages in terms of cost control and profit margins. The company has been securing contracts with military and law enforcement agencies, and they're also capturing significant market share in the commercial and sporting ammunition markets. Their revenue growth has been impressive, and they're operating in an industry where demand is consistently strong regardless of economic conditions. Think about it. Defense spending doesn't typically decrease during economic downturns, and in fact often increases during times of geopolitical uncertainty. Ammo Incorporated has also been strategic about acquisitions, bringing in complementary businesses that expand their product lines and customer base. They've acquired companies that specialize in everything from casings to specialized military-grade products, creating a comprehensive ecosystem that makes them a one-stop shop for ammunition needs. The current valuation is trading well under $2, which is remarkable when you consider their revenue trajectory and the sticky nature of their customer relationships. Once a military unit or law enforcement agency tests and approves your ammunition, they tend to stick with you for the long haul due to consistency and reliability requirements. Moving on to our second opportunity, and this one is absolutely fascinating from a pure innovation standpoint. New Horizon Aircraft, trading as HOVR, is developing what could be the future of regional transportation. They're building a hybrid electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that combines the efficiency of traditional fixed-wing aircraft with the flexibility of helicopters. Imagine an aircraft that can take off vertically like a helicopter, transition to forward flight like a plane, and do all of this with significantly reduced emissions and operating costs. This isn't some far-off concept. They've already completed successful flight tests and are working towards certification. The market they're targeting is absolutely massive. Regional air mobility is projected to become a $100 billion industry as cities and communities look for solutions to traffic congestion and the need for faster point-to-point transportation. What makes New Horizon aircraft particularly compelling is their unique approach to the engineering challenges that have stumped other companies in this space. Their aircraft design uses a patented system that allows the entire wing to rotate, which provides much more efficient transition between vertical and horizontal flight compared to other eVTOL designs that rely on multiple small rotors. This engineering advantage translates directly to better performance, longer range, and lower operating costs. They're not trying to build an urban air taxi for short hops between buildings. They're focused on the regional market where you need to travel 50 to 500 miles. This is actually a smarter market entry strategy because the regulatory pathway is clearer, the infrastructure requirements are less demanding, and the customer base already exists in the form of regional airlines and charter operators who are desperately looking for more efficient aircraft. The company has been making steady progress towards certification, and they've attracted attention from major aerospace players who see the potential in their technology. Their management team brings decades of aerospace experience from companies like Bombardier and other major manufacturers, which gives them credibility in an industry where engineering expertise and regulatory knowledge are absolutely critical. At its current price point under $2, this stock represents a unique opportunity to get in on the ground floor of what could be the next major revolution in aviation. When you consider that established eVTOL companies have achieved valuations in the billions, the upside potential here is substantial if they can execute on their development timeline and bring their aircraft to market. Our third opportunity takes us into the world of vertical flight innovation from a different angle. XTI Aerospace Trading under XTIA is developing the Trifan 600, a fixed-wing vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that's designed to cruise at speeds much faster than helicopters while maintaining the ability to take off and land vertically. This company is targeting the business aviation market, which is a segment that has shown incredible resilience and growth, especially post-pandemic as high-net-worth individuals and corporations have increasingly valued private aviation for its time-saving benefits and flexibility. The Trifan 600 is designed to fly at jet speeds while eliminating the need for runways, which opens up thousands of potential landing sites that are currently inaccessible to fixed-wing aircraft. The technology behind XTI Aerospace's aircraft is based on ducted fans that provide vertical lift during takeoff and landing, then rotate to provide forward thrust during cruise flight. This design offers significant advantages in terms of efficiency and noise reduction compared to traditional helicopters. The business case for this aircraft is compelling. It promises to deliver jet-like speed and range with helicopter-like versatility, all while being more cost-effective to operate than current solutions. They're targeting a market of corporate executives, medical transport operators, and government agencies who need to move people quickly between locations that might not have suitable runway infrastructure. The total addressable market for this type of aircraft is estimated to be worth tens of billions of dollars as more organizations recognize the value of time-saving transportation solutions. What's particularly interesting about XTI Aerospace is that they've taken a collaborative approach to development, working with established aerospace suppliers and manufacturers who can help accelerate their path to certification and production. They're not trying to reinvent every component. Instead, they're leveraging proven systems and focusing their innovation on the specific technologies that make their aircraft unique. This strategy reduces both technical risk and development costs. The company has been progressing through the engineering and testing phases, and they're building relationships with potential customers who are eager for this type of capability. Trading under $2, this stock offers exposure to both the emerging eVTOL market and the established business aviation sector, which provides multiple pathways to success. Now let's talk about risk management because I want to be completely transparent with you. These are penny stocks in an industry that requires significant capital investment and faces substantial regulatory hurdles. The aerospace and defense sector is heavily regulated, and the path from concept to certified aircraft is long, expensive, and filled with potential setbacks. Technical challenges can arise during development, certification timelines can extend beyond initial projections, and market conditions can change. These companies will likely need additional capital to fund their operations and development programs, which could result in dilution for existing shareholders. However, the potential rewards are substantial for investors who can tolerate the volatility and have the patience to hold through the development cycle. The key to success with these types of investments is diversification and position sizing. Don't put all your capital into one stock and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Think of these as high-risk, high-reward opportunities that should represent a small but potentially lucrative portion of a well-balanced portfolio. Do your own research beyond what I've shared here, read the company's SEC filings, follow their progress updates, and make decisions based on your own risk tolerance and investment timeline. The aerospace and defense sector is full of examples where small companies with innovative technology grew into major players. But it's also filled with cautionary tales of companies that couldn't execute on their vision. In conclusion, the aerospace and defense industry is experiencing a renaissance driven by technological innovation, increasing defense budgets, and the evolution of how we think about transportation and security. These three companies, Ammo Incorporated, New Horizon Aircraft, and XTI Aerospace, represent different angles on this massive opportunity, all trading under $2 and all positioned in markets with substantial growth potential. Whether it's revolutionary ammunition technology, hybrid electric regional aircraft, or business jets that don't need runways, each of these companies is working to solve real problems with innovative solutions. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more investment research, and drop a comment below, letting me know which of these opportunities you find most compelling and why. Remember, this is not financial advice, just my analysis and opinions based on publicly available information. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue exploring opportunities in the markets that most investors are overlooking.